Cheers.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live. We've got garlic bread. You want some garlic bread?
I am. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Mitch's doing his dinner thing. Garlic bread?
Oh, alright.
Homemade garlic bread.
Oh, look at all the seeds.
Homemade garlic
That's going
bread.
to look good
Yeah,
tomorrow.
it looks pretty good. That's gonna look good tomorrow.
You're going to pull out trees.
You shit out little stumps.
On the inspection.
So welcome to Seed Party.
Alright, here's one for you.
Yeah.
I went to a gig on the weekend. I haven't been to a gig for probably 7 years.
Oh, yeah.
At the old Corner Hotel in Richmond.
Yeah.
Anyway, on the way there, I went to Antagonist AD, just a hardcore band from New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway,
I liked them back when they were Antagonist BC.
yeah, it's 2000 something years ago now. So,
Yeah.
2020 odd years ago. Anyway, regardless of that, I was like, alright, I'm going out to a pub. I better get some cash out because that's how you used to have to buy drinks 7 years ago when I was there.
Pause this. I have a feeling someone's going to either steal, manipulate, swindle, or somehow scam Mitch out of money, and he's going to sit there stressing out and not do a thing about it. Okay, continue, Mitch.
Okay. So I got my $50 out. And
So you got 1 pint.
pretty much, no, but because I was driving, I drove in and I had to drive back. I was smart, you see, and I drank Cascade Light. Gross as it may seem,
That's not smart.
no, I put lime in it and it tastes less shit.
Oh.
Anyway.
There's only one beer in Tasmania and that's Berg's Red.
Anyway, I didn't have that wasn't an option, Claw.
No.
But thank you for the recommendation. I'll think of that next time. Anyway, so I paid my $50, and it's like some stupid amount of money, like $7.80 or something for a little bottle of fucking beer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm paying with cash, and then because there's that many people waiting at the bar, and you've got to get your
Eat the foil.
notes and your freaking coins back, and it's dark, and you're stressed out. You get the money back, and you got to fucking put it in your wallet, and it's absolutely hot. And then
Maybe just shove it in their pocket.
That'll be $7.30. Cheers, mate.
Yeah. How bad? Cash is dumb. Is cash not dumb?
Cash is the worst.
It is the dumbest thing in the world.
It's just annoying. Unless you're selling drugs, there's no real need for cash.
Yeah.
Even then. Even then. You can have the app on your phone to get people to transfer your money now. My friend has a shop that sells soap. And she hooks her phone up to sell you shit.
Yeah,
It's
that makes
tough.
sense, but it's just, I didn't expect you to
I've got a
say.
friend that sells.
Well, the only reason the shop is a soap shop, and at the back of it is a tyre machine, and we get our tyres through a boyfriend. So,
Is that because? Did he, he put soap on tyres when you fit him sometimes? Did she have a soap shop and he's like, ooh,
We're on
I
to
can
something.
use soap to fit tyres here.
maybe I think that's how it worked out.
This will increase my profit margins.
Good.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was really awkward trying to pay with cash while everyone's waiting there with their cards ready to pay pass, and I'm there like I'm 100, going like trying to get through my coins. And the second time you buy a drink, you've got the coins there,
Yeah.
so then you're like trying to find the right coins in the dark, and the lady's pissed off at you because she can't hear you because it's so loud in this joint. And you're
So
asking for Cascade with a lime in it as well.
that
So
makes-
she's like, that's wrong as well to ask for that.
She's already
And
like,
it's just awkward, and I'm just like,
She's just standing. Was it at the side bar or the back bar at the corner?
the back.
Yeah, I'd have no.
And then I
You
went
just
to
walk up and you yell something and they give you a drink. Hopefully that's what you
Hopefully
ask
that's it, and then hopefully they don't just go, oh yeah, that's $30, and then
Yeah.
your money's gone.
it's crazy. I
And
remember.
then even in like the next morning, I went and got a coffee from Macca's drive-through, and I still had coins,
You asked for
and
a
it was
little
still
lime in it?
awkward to do the. No, I didn't ask for it with a lime in it. But anyway, it's just paying with cash sucks. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Cash is overrated. It's good if someone gives you a lot of cash, but buying things with cash is just annoying.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of buying things with cash, I dropped $2,000 the other day.
You what? Oh,
Where,
Bought a Sierra
I'll go
Fontaine.
find it.
Oh, yeah. Where'd you drop it?
that's right. You bought a little
Bought a Sierra
motorbike.
Fontaine.
That's right. You did message me and you said, "Can you fix it for me?" And I said, "What's wrong with it?" And you go, "I don't know, just fix it."
Yeah,
motorbike.
okay. Front brakes never. Not good. Anyway, I was really excited to ride it in my backyard, and then the day I bought it, Melbourne turned into a puddle, so
Yeah.
I've not been able to
Yeah,
ride
it's,
it.
it's been hard. The last week and a half has just been Lake Melbourne, so it's been quite terrible.
There's been like on the South Gippsland Highway on the way out to my house. There's been nights where there's been only one lane because the road is that flooded that you can't even drive through it without making a splash.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun.
I went to... You're the worst. I went to Mornington the other day and for a birthday party, and then on the way back, one road was flooded like 1.5 foot deep, so we were in the bigger car, so I was able to just drive through it, and driving through it, the kids are going, yeah, because the windscreen's getting all covered in water, and then I turned the wipers on after driving through that for a bit, and I realised I was on the wrong side of the road, and there's a car coming the other way, because I'm driving through like 1.5 foot of water, but that car was doing like 1k an hour.
Oh, that's alright.
I had to go to Clybourne on Friday,
Yeah.
and is it Hall Road that takes you the back way to the racecourse from like Dandenong Hastings Road?
Oh, yeah, extends from Hall Road, yeah.
Going down to Hall, and it, like there's a tiny little dip, and that dip was just Lake Hall.
Lake Hall.
Come over the hill, I'm like, oh, at least I'm in a 4
That's good. Yeah, exactly.
It's like probably 1.5 foot deep, and that was at like 2 o'clock on Friday
crazy.
afternoon.
Yeah, coming back from Mornington, there was like 3 or 4 spots where they actually had the SES there, like directing people around it and that sort of stuff, because it was so flooded. And I was talking to my old man, he's up in Queensland at the moment travelling, and he goes, oh yeah, it's a bit dusty up here, and I'm like, you can't even see any dust here because any dirt is 1 foot underwater down
Yeah,
here.
you can't see dirt anymore.
Yeah. It's funny, I was thinking about like dirt, because rode BMX the other day, and
Oh, you're thinking about dirt?
thinking about dirt, yeah. No, because when we rode BMX
Going to start a career in trails, are we?
Yeah, Dale.
not me.
Dale at the trails.
I'm too A, old, B, fat, and C, stupid. Oh, and D, useless to ride trails. But
I'm all of those things, but I still try.
that's a good point. But I was saying to Mitch, I'm like, I really want to go find somewhere to dig and at least build some rollers and stuff that the kids can ride through. Like, because there's a couple little BMX tracks around, but you know how good it feels, like, you know better than anyone, how good it feels to go to like trails that are in the bush and like when they're sort of hidden and
My
no
son
one.
got dozed last week.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, I've been wanting. There's a couple of like, there's a bit of bushland like 2 minutes that way, so I'm thinking about going up there.
Shut up!
What?
I know where you're digging.
Really?
On the way here,
Yeah.
I went the back way from the road that goes from like Emerald down to not Emerald. What's that shit? Yeah, Emerald.
What's that shit on? Emerald?
You know, Paternoster Road.
Yeah.
That road. That
Yeah.
goes from like Belgrave.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emerald to shit old.
Believe it or not, no.
Berwick's the town I'm trying to think of.
Oh, Berwick.
Because there's Beaconsfield Emerald Road.
That's the road.
Yeah, because considering you're coming from Emerald to Beaconsfield, I think you might have been on Beaconsfield Emerald Road, perhaps.
Yeah, but I turned off it because I didn't want to go through that shit show of a
Yeah.
roundabout where the pub is. And I turned off and went through like a actually pretty fun little twisty section.
Yeah.
And there's a valley to your left. And
Oh,
then
I know. There's Main Star Road. Yeah, it is Main Star Road.
it's a short Officer Road. I reckon
Officer
it was.
Road. Oh, you come back round the other way, like.
Yeah,
around-
I came in this way.
Oh yeah, Officer Road. There's some. Yeah, there's mountain bike trails just off
And
the side
there's
of that.
nothing there. Like
that's-
you'd get away with
That's
having
what I'm
real
talking.
trails.
That's what I'm talking about. With 2 minutes away,
Yeah.
so I want to go up there with the boys and start like take shovels and just get them, especially my oldest.
Yeah,
kids
in
can-
there.
Yeah, that's
It would
exactly
be,
where I'm
like,
thinking. Yeah,
It's real good country.
yeah.
for it.
There's actually already.
It's too far for me, but
Yeah, but
build trails, I'll come
It's
right.
2 minutes for me, and so I'm thinking I want to take Max up there, my oldest, and take shovels and actually just start building some rollers, then build like little tabletops and get him jumping a couple of things, and it's the sort of thing like he'll be able to jump anything I can jump within like a week. Like when we went to the shed the other day, I was telling Mitch I took Max to the shed, and when we got there, like Mitch got to see how quick like kids progress at things. Got there and he was like sitting on his bum and sliding down the wedges, holding his bike at first because he didn't want to ride down them.
Is
But
that
by-
because he learnt off you?
Yeah, because he learned off me. He was watching that.
That's
But,
how Redivos do it.
exactly. I've seen Pete like sliding down ramps instead of
Yeah.
riding down them quite a few times. But he did that. But then within like 2 hours, he's like pedaling at it, stop pedaling, like sort of hopping off the top, diving in, like blasting around, and he's really, really keen. Since we got back, I was telling Mitch, and I think it was on the last podcast we were talking about it, he's like been obsessed with watching BMX on TV. Like, which would have heard him when he got
You
home.
got back. Red Bull TV.
Can we watch Red Bull TV? Just we're watching
Just
like...
show him Anthem 2 every time he asks to watch BMX.
Well, you know what? It's funny. Mitch hasn't seen a lot of the old BMX videos.
Anthem 2's only... Well, shit, it's another 10 years old.
It's funny, like...
I consider it a new video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like... Well, that's the thing. It's like the other day...
I'm thinking like 10 years ago that was like Spanish one brackets and
Yeah.
all
No,
that.
it was mid.
Was
Yeah,
like-
Spanish would have been 12, 13 years ago. I reckon.
Spanish was like 04, 05.
Yeah. Well, we were talking... Me and Mitch were talking about, like, old BMX videos, and I've been sending links to bits of videos. The link of a clip of Taj Mahalik in Electronical, the Odyssey video.
That's when he did the school.
Yeah, in the school, he's doing like wall rides and hopping on skateboards and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Real kooky shit, but
that's
cool.
the sort of stuff. That's the sort of riding that I watch and I just go, I want to go ride my bike.
Yeah.
It's like I even watched Taj's section in Mad Matt. You remember when he's riding those tiny little trails that are about the size of this bottle?
Mad Matt.
Old.
I remember Mad Matt.
It was like 93 or 92.
I reckon last time I seen Mad Matt, I just started riding Mad Max.
Like there's clips of Taj Mahalik and he's got like the long dreadlocks and he's wearing like full Hobo Town way of dressing and he's riding these trails that are, I'm not joking, about a foot tall, but he's got that much style and he's like manualing through them and stuff. And I remember watching that. I watched that not long after it came out and I took all the pegs off my bike and put a straight cable instead of a gyro.
Yes.
Like I want to ride like him, and then I realised there's no chance of me ever being able to ride like Taj Mahalik, so I put my bike back to its usual fat self. And,
Fat stuff.
But the old BMX videos, they're just on... You remember what it's like... you watched old BMX videos, because there wasn't that many things to watch. You'd get a BMX video, and you'd get like Expendable Youth, and you'd watch it until the tape had stretched and you couldn't watch it anymore.
wore Seek and Destroy out.
He hasn't seen Seek and Destroy.
I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, because Mitch only really started riding really in the last year or so. Or 6 months or
If you
something
could
like
do-
that.
Again, like
If you
only
can do
as a kid.
5 videos from 97 to 2007,
Yeah,
2012, let's go.
yeah,
So it's that 15 years. Yeah?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you could do 5 videos from that era,
Yeah.
what would they be?
We Seek and
To show
Destroy.
somebody.
Oh, to show somebody? Well, I want to show Mitch. It's not an iconic video, but have you seen Temperamental, the Rob Ridge video? Yeah, like that. That is the most tech stuff I've ever seen. It's not
Does he
necessarily.
still ride?
He does still ride. I looked up the other day.
He's a weapon.
He's like in his 50s, and
Yeah, he'd
a
be
video,
like DMC age.
a video that I'd want to show Mitch, Baco 10.
Yeah.
Frymouth doing 270 over to ice to 270 back over on a back rail, like it's just insane. Like to think like on a back rail and a quarter, like 270 over ice on the back rail and then 270 out of that back into the ramp. Like it's just ridiculous.
He didn't get 270 back over.
Pretty sure he did. Pretty sure he did 270 over to ice.
Think about that one.
No, I know it's like a
One of our fat friends used to do 270 to ice to 270, but never back over. Think about going back over.
I know what you mean, but I'm pretty. It's again.
Sure,
it's
it wasn't up to like tail tap.
It's probably been 15 years since I've seen it. I'm going to see if I can find...
Wouldn't surprise me. Frymouth was a weapon.
Yeah, he's an animal. He was the reason that me and Pete used to always wear a hat under a helmet. We always did that.
There's a picture of him in a ride, I reckon it was.
Yeah.
And it was a Roadful 7 article.
Yeah.
And it's him at like the metal part of Kona Skate Park. And it's like a cold night in Florida. And he's sweating his ass off. And he's just like greasy hat sticking out from his helmet and steam coming off him in the dark.
Exactly.
Such a good photo.
Yeah, I know 270 to over ice to 270 back out doesn't sound right, but I'm sure I remember it. You could be right, 270 to over ice and back. I thought he like sort of almost hardway 270 out of it.
That'd be coming in fake, you remember?
No. 270 over ice on a back rail. So 270 over ice to 270 back in.
Yeah, that'd be switch, yeah.
Yeah. No, not stall. Like 270 over ice. So like a 540 tap, but it's with his back peg on the back rail at one stage.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm sure there was something like that, but I've just Googled it and had a look, and they're saying 270 to over ice and back on a sub. But I'm sure it was like really weird, bastardized madness. Anyway, so Baco 10, I'd show Mitch that. Because there's all these videos.
So there's 2.
Yeah, I've got to sit down.
There's all these videos I want to show Mitch. Standard Country, I'd show. Cause,
Oh, it would have said that.
Yeah,
Sure. And the Euro Tour one. Standard Euro trip.
I think
It's
I
got
remember.
Gons. There's a clip of Gons being a kook in Brussels, that like at a staircase.
Gons and Brussels and being a kook. I don't know about that. Yeah. It's just
Standard Country shit. I
yeah.
watch that so
Standard
much.
Country is just
Lucky
one.
section.
Yeah, Lucky section. That was the reason I've got a free coaster. It's
Yeah.
because of Lucky section in that. And but I remember like Moliterno doing those 60-40 grinds on rails.
Yeah.
Like it's so unique and so weird. I reckon. Have you seen Expendable Youth?
No.
Expendable Youth was sort of a mainstream video. Fox made it. It wasn't like
Yeah.
a cool underground thing, but it just had like it just had.
It had big production, like
Yeah, it was.
cost and
It was
everything.
made like a movie almost.
Yeah,
Was that good? It was like when Fox did the Terra Firma videos.
Yeah.
It had that sort of feel.
Yeah.
It felt like Terra Firma videos.
Well, it was the same sort of era.
You know what's funny? I found Expendable Youth on YouTube and I was watching it, and halfway through it switches to Terra Firma 3.
Oh, really?
It just starts playing moto, and I thought, I don't remember there being like a bit of a moto section in it, and it just
And
was
it's just
moto
different
video for the
videos
rest of the video.
mixed together.
Yeah, but
I liked Expendable 2.
Expendable 2 was awesome.
Is that Robo
Yeah,
crazy manual stuff? Well,
Yeah.
it was crazy back then.
you know what was good? I liked Etnies Forward.
Yeah.
There's too
Hang
many
on.
video.
Yeah, Forward was the first one.
Yeah.
Grounded was Forward was.
Yeah.
That's the one when
You know-
Ruben did the
That was
war ride over the two
That was
rails.
yeah, and
So you
Grounded's that clip where remember when we were in Canberra and he did that big war ride.
Yeah, and he ran away because his wheel exploded.
Yeah, I actually I was stoked because I got to film Ruben Alcantara. You know Ruben Alcantara? Yeah, I got to film him. I held the camera for a clip, and that clip is one of the first clips in Grounded. And I was like, even on YouTube the other day, I found that section.
How old would he be now? Like,
Ruben's in his 40s.
He's
Yeah.
40s, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did a section in Etnies Chapters, which is the most recent one on Rebel TV.
Yeah.
And it is ridiculous.
Oh, would be. He's
And
just,
he's free.
he's just ridiculously good.
Insane.
He broke just when he decided I'm going to be the best at war rides ever, and
Yeah.
then war ride across countries.
Yeah, exactly.
That war ride in Canberra, even now, doesn't. I've watched it happen, and I still
Yeah,
can't
like
work it out.
we were there, and when we knew that, that's when he was riding for McNeil, wasn't it? The McNeil team came to.
Yeah, he would have been on it.
Yeah, the McNeil team came to.
No, it was
Australia.
him and Sergio came
Yeah,
because
they
of
might
the
have been-
spinal disorder.
Yeah, that's right, and that's when Mick Bazan did that flip, tuck no hand and no footer over the
All I know
spine.
is that's when Canberra went from "Hey guys, it's 40,000 degrees" to "Oh look, snow."
Exactly. Yeah, Mick Bazan, works
Yeah.
it strictly. He did over a spine ramp, like flip, tuck no hand to
To
no
no
footer,
footer.
and cased like head tube on the spine, like the biggest crash. Because I filmed that for 2020. That was
Yeah.
on the DVD that came with the magazine. I remember that clip because I was right next to the spine with the fisheye, and he hit the spine that hard that. Mick used to ride, like he's still an amazing rider, but God, he used to ride like an animal and
Yeah,
just
he's an ape.
smash himself. But
I love that dude.
Just-
He's so
yeah,
cool. He's
it's
such
just-
a good dude.
it's funny, I was thinking about the other day with that sort of stuff. I was watching some of our old videos and everyone just rode everything. Like you watch riders these days, you see like these 4-peg no-brake street riders. I'm sure some of them could ride trails, but you never see them riding trails or anything like that. But someone like a Garrett Reynolds, he could probably ride trails like an absolute animal.
Well, he probably did at
Yeah,
some point.
exactly. But it's funny because remember, like I was even telling Mitch earlier, I'm like, oh, he should put pegs on his bike.
Nah,
But anyway,
thanks for watching.
But it just, I don't know. I just think
Yeah.
it used to be really good. Like I could never ride anything properly, but we used to just ride everything. Like I even remember when it was raining, me and Pete would just do flatland in the garage at home. Like when we were kids, we'd just do flatland in the garage and learn pinky squeaks and like.
My hands are too unbalanced for flatland. No flatland.
Exactly.
It's probably almost because nowadays there's that many good parks and
It's
that many,
exactly. Like, it's
and you get
literally-
sort of like you find your groove and you can just ride that
Yeah.
stuff 'cause there's so much. of
If
it
you want to
ride.
ride street, you can go to a street plaza skate park in most suburbs everywhere.
Yeah.
If you want to ride transition, there's most cities have enough. We're pretty
Yeah.
lucky in Melbourne, but
Yeah.
some cities aren't as good.
Yeah. But like.
Dirt. Well, if you live in Melbourne, you might as well just kill yourself because it's fucking
pretty
impossible.
fucked.
Yeah. Unless you've got
So sick of
unless you've got
spots.
someone who's got private property you can build trails on, it's just impossible.
The trouble with private property is like
Then you got to ask.
It's gotta be
Like,
yours.
liability. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like someone,
it's got to be.
it'd have to be
owned
like, say for example, I got 20 acres somewhere and I said, all right, Claw, you can build trails on my property. Like that's the only time it would
But you
be
have to.
allowed.
But then the same thing, like you might have people over and you'd be like, oh yeah, Claude, don't bring your stupid mates to.
Yeah,
like, I still got
exactly.
me
It
nan
gets-
over, and she's
especially when you're in
she
your
wants to-
30s and you actually think that way. Like
Yeah,
it gets
exactly.
hard to sort of let's have a session because
Yeah.
it's someone else's place.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
exactly right.
It's
It's,
like,
it's
I
like-
want to find another spot in the bush that's nowhere near fucking Warrandyte and they all have a chance.
exactly. It's like
What's the what about the rotundas in Cockatoo? Are they still running? Remember those?
I
Did you ever
remember
ride
those.
them?
I heard
in the
it.
day?
I heard a little whisper very recently that people are in there again, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I haven't looked. I haven't been in that spot since Dean's place was this big.
Yeah, that was like when I used to ride it.
yeah, I just
Yeah, I spent. Jeez, when I was a kid, I spent hours and hours and days digging in there.
I can remember, like, even though I could never ride trails, I remember I used to love helping build trails just because then I could film people riding the trails.
Yeah.
It's like when we'd empty swimming pools and things like that and clean
I
swimming
haven't ridden a
pools.
good pool in so long.
Yeah, remember there used to just be, it seemed like every weekend we'd go ride a different pool. There'd be like, someone would go, oh, there's a
Remember
pool.
the Williamstown pool?
Is that the one that was in, like, indoors?
No, it was in a yard, but it felt like you're in the yard of a brothel.
Oh, okay. Well, I've never been in the yard of a brothel.
There was a hallway
Yeah.
coming from the house to the pool, and the pool had like a really tight fence that had fallen apart over the years.
Like a brothely sort of fence.
Yeah, it had that brothel.
It just had this like it was almost, I don't know, it was strange. It just seemed, the house didn't seem like a house when you walked through it. It was fucking bizarre. And the best bit was there was an alleyway at the back, so you could get into the pool without ever being seen, because it was like typical old suburb, like alleys between the houses for the old shit trucks. So you just go down the alley and jump the fence and you're at the pool.
It's weird.
That was a real good pool. It's probably actually been renovated, because that block in Williamstown's probably worth, I don't know, as much as the whole suburb.
Yeah.
Did we once ride a pool? I'm sure, because I was always travelling around with you. Like, wherever we were, you were there. You were usually there before us.
While riding my bike to get there.
Yeah, exactly. Claude didn't have a car license until he was about 47. So, but
10 years this month.
Oh,
Next
really?
month.
Oh, Jesus.
10 years next month.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Did we ride a pool once? I think it might have been around like Diamond Creek or Eltham or somewhere, but it was an indoor one. It was like an indoor swimming pool. Yeah, and it was like...
Yeah, and they had the ghetto ramps on the other side.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a good photo of Colin McKay doing like a war ride to Euro in a mag.
Yeah,
in that spot.
that's right.
That was the island crew.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was awesome. Like, I remember
Was
when
that
we
like an abandoned indoor swimming pool?
Yeah, it was Montmorency Pool.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go fucking down to Casey and we'll just go empty
Drain
that
it.
one.
No,
Yeah.
you know what's funny?
This one's about a third of the size of a normal pool. It was
Still,
weird.
still to this day, whenever I'm in any swimming pool anywhere, I feel with my feet to feel the transition down the bottom.
Yeah,
and I'm
really?
like, oh, nah, not worth draining this one. And then you go, oh, if this was drained,
Did you ride the one that, I'm pretty sure there's a shopping centre where it was now, in like, sort of, if you go toward, like, Dymo Way on Blackburn Road from the east end, there was a pool that was like, it was just a rectangle, but the deep end had this little scalloped out bit. It was a perfect 9 foot
I
quarter.
think I remember
And you could
that,
actually, it was like riding a quarter pipe.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think I remember
Sick.
going there.
Now there's a big shopping centre
okay.
near where it was. I
You
can't
should just
remember.
go ride the shopping centre and just tell them.
There's a big wall ride
you
out
want
the back of it,
you want reparations?
a big
Like,
slant wall with a pocket in it out the back.
just go there and ride the shopping centre. Tell them you want reparations, like someone who's went through like slavery and that sort of thing. You want reparations for
Used to be a
them.
really cool pool
Yeah.
to ride, so
Liam did a
where's the free
pocket flare in
coffee?
it.
Jesus Christ, does Liam still ride? I haven't heard anything about Liam faking.
Last I heard about Liam, he was working a revolver.
Oh, okay.
Which-
'Cause that's right, 'cause he lives in Melbourne now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's been in Melbourne for...
Yeah.
Well, he was in Melbourne a
Yeah.
long time ago. I don't know if he's still here.
It's funny, I was thinking about it the other day, and I was even thinking,
God, you must
'Cause-
have a pretty, like, to work there,
yeah,
let alone be there. Yeah.
Mitch loves riding trails and that sort of stuff. And all I can think of is, I want to go to Canberra. I'd love for him to see Rusty ride in person. That's something, anyone who's ever ridden trails or just wanted to just go big has to have seen Rusty ride.
I
Like,
don't really want to go big, but all my dumb mates go big, so then I like feel like I have to.
you haven't seen Rusty ride. Rusty
I
is
genuinely don't think there's anyone in the world that's as good to
Because-
watch.
Yeah, he's just. It's funny because I like tricks and that sort of stuff, but it's not like Rusty. He doesn't try to ride with style. He's just the most stylish rider on the planet.
yeah.
Like he's got this.
He's just...
I remember just
Natural.
that backyard ramp that I think it was up at Spinal Disorder. We went to a backyard ramp at the house.
The
everyone
vert
was-
wall.
Yeah, with the vert wall, and he was riding just in shorts, no shoes or anything like that, just barefoot. Like rode barefoot all the time.
Back
And he-
then, yeah.
Yeah, and just yeah.
You do 10-foot airs on vert barefoot.
Yeah, dude, you got no idea.
Wait, so there was no plastic pedals. It was just
No, steel pedals.
No, apparently he had a pair of pedals that he taped up
Oh,
so
that's
he could
right.
ride barefoot.
Put tape on him so he could ride
Because
barefoot.
it was fair hippie hessian
But
back
dude,
then.
you have no idea
Whoa.
how good and how stylish he rode. Like he'd still ride like that. Like
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I rode with him 2 months, 3
oh
months.
really? Yeah. He's just got that much style and that much flow. But what I like, you know, how you get people who are stylish, but they'll force an invert and they'll force different things and that sort of stuff, like to really sort of over accentuate it. He doesn't do any of that. He just rides, and him just riding is just amazing.
Him
Like,
doing a 450X up over the
Yeah.
6 to Bank Hip at Tuggerall
Yeah.
Skate Park is, he just, Can't
with
wait.
a Skyway Tough on the front.
Oh, that bike was so ugly.
Yeah, Skyway Tough on the front in bare feet, just going. I'm talking going 2 or 3 times bigger than everyone else. Not just.
I'm
a
pretty
bit
sure
bigger.
you had a clip in glasses of him throwing that weird island at Gunners.
Yeah, it's
with
like
tough front
it's like a
wheel.
weird double hip at Gungahlin. It's like that, and then a 45-degree angle, and then over there another 30-degree
It's
angle.
like 4.5 feet tall and awkward. Like to get to it, you got to ride down a bank and basically at one crank in, and then jump about probably 15, 16 feet.
Yeah, he does this
It's
3.
fairly long.
He does this 3 with like a Skyway Tough on the front. I can picture the exact clip going from left to right across the screen.
And he lands like that far under the coping,
Yeah.
which is what he does every run.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like he'll go that big and that sort of stuff, but almost almost clip the coping both times
Yeah,
every time.
perfect.
Just that perfect and that phenomenal. It's funny. I remember when we used to go to Canberra all the time. We used to go to Canberra. I'm talking every few weeks. We'd road trip to Canberra, and
I've got to go there. I think next ACT Jam I'm going to go.
Seriously,
I'm taking the
ACT
week
Jam's
off.
sick, but go outside of it.
Yeah.
Because if you want to get to ride, you
Yeah.
have to go another.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
the jams
it is.
themselves, like,
Because all the locals.
you're seriously not young enough. Like we went this year, and like the tuggers session, I was like, yeah, I'll have some laps, and the kids just want it so hard. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go sit over there and drink with all my old mates and watch.
Yeah, because there's kids that can ride amazing, but are also nothing against them. It's awesome, but they're wanting to make it, so they're wanting to
that's
ride
it. They
in
just
front
want
of
heaps
people.
harder
Yeah.
than you.
And look, that's fine. Whatever makes them happy. Better than them bloody smoking crack or graffitiing trains.
No,
and that sort of
that's
stuff.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, meth must be awesome to hear. But yeah, like I remember going to the old act jams like 1, 2, and 3 and that sort of stuff. And
2 was so fun.
we just have that much fun, but get that much riding done. And you'd be riding around the city, street riding like 3 in the morning. You'd be coming from one end of Canberra, and you'd see some of your other mates coming from the other end of Canberra because they've been riding down there. And then you'd hear that someone's doing some stupid rail in the dark down at Tuggeranong, which is like 15 minutes away. So we'd all get in the car and go down there and watch like Phil crashing his brains out. Like our mate Phil, he used to just crash that hard all the time. He's an amazing rider, phenomenal rider, but just kept trying all the time, trying
When
harder.
it
and
didn't
harder.
work, Phil didn't crash gently.
Yeah.
Like it was either it looked really good when he did it, or it looked spectacular when he did.
Like he'd try
Just
to
crashes
ice pick grind down a rail, and if it stuffed up, it wouldn't slip off a peg or loop out and fall on his ass. It would bite the peg and slam to his bottom bracket, and then over the bar to his collarbone on the rail. Like when he crashed good and proper. Like it's funny. I was watching Glasses, and Phil was like 16. No, Project One. Phil was like 16, 17, and just seeing him like. He's trying to learn flips, and like the one I was talking about, like a mobile quarter onto some mulch, and you just see him flip and just bail that upside down. His head gets up, and just out cold. Like, but and he'd like nose case on trails. There was one clip in, I think it was in the crash section in Project One where he nose cased those trails at Cooma.
oh, Benny's trying.
Just nose cases these trails and just takes it to the face on the ground that hard. And but he was an animal. He was a little monster, so he just hit the ground, get up, dust himself off, and just keep riding. So
a 6-year-old and a 16-year-old's body.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, it just used to be so much fun. Like I really do miss those days, but like I'm too old with too many kids and another kid on the way and that sort of stuff to do road trips like that just for
Day trips,
Yeah. See, what I'm looking forward to, I was talking to Mitch about it the other day, sort of fell down the rabbit hole talking about it. I'm looking forward to going exploring like with the kids because Max, my oldest, like he was acting like a bit of a goofball before because he's excited because there's people here.
Yeah.
But he's so switched on and so happy about riding BMX and that sort of stuff that I'm like, I'd happily take him to skate parks and ride. And
There's plenty more now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
retarded,
Like that's what I think. Like from here, if I go half an hour in any direction, there's like a dozen skate parks everywhere, and there's like it's pretty good. Like
You jump on the Monash,
yeah, there's heaps.
there'd be 25 skate parks within 40 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
Probably more.
so that's what I want to do. Like
Yeah, it's insane.
obviously, like, he's 6. I don't have unrealistic expectations, but he's excited.
Oh, just take
yeah,
him, throw him in a noble. He'll be right.
exactly. For the
Well,
big
apparently
bowl.
that's how you build a bowl now. You don't build a middle ground bowl.
Yeah,
It's like
That is unnecessarily deep.
yeah. You build a bowl that
The shallow
buildings
side's
can fall
perfect.
into.
The shallow side is really fun, and then
but the
deep
shallow
one-
side sucks.
Yeah,
Like it
it's
doesn't
so
work.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But like, I look at, I'm
Have you
like,
seen no? Have you seen Noble?
yeah,
It is
You went and had a look.
yeah,
ludicrous.
It's just ridiculous.
Dude. There's no reason for there to be that deep of a hole in the ground.
yeah. I drive past there on the way back to and from Moorabbin Airport, and was coming back the other day. I thought I'll stop and have a look. I got out and had a look. Like Jesus Christ, like.
Yeah, it's not a bowl, it's a crater.
Yeah, you start.
It looks like something's falling out of space into there.
You walk towards it as a dude, and as you get closer, like all your bits suck up back inside yourself and become ovaries. And
It's fun, but it's just it's like unless you're those 15 dudes that can blast the piss out of it.
Yeah.
It's like you're sort of like, why am I bothering?
Yeah, it's like remember
my
the old
idiot
days.
mates live for that shit, so I'm like, I have to try.
Yeah,
It's so scary.
Nah, stuff that. It's funny, like I was thinking about even like going out to like Warragul and Drawn Skate Park. Like there's things that
love Warragul.
What's that?
I love Warragul.
Yeah, like there's things that my boys will be able to do there, like in the next couple of years. Like even just rolling around and rolling in on little minis.
Street course at Warragul was sick for kids.
Exactly. Like they'll have a ball. I found a clip the other day. I took Max there when he was 2 on his balance bike, and he's like finding little lines and stuff. And
I can't remember what Drawn looked like. Oh yeah, okay. That was the one with the little mini.
Yeah.
And the box jump at the landing was literally that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's funny, like when I took Max to the shed the other day and I was there with Mitch, like how was Max like just trying to put a run together? Like he's not just riding. He's like going down here, turn around there, come there, loop around, down over past near the resi and that sort of stuff.
He was linking up
the trick shed.
He was linking up the shed better than anyone else.
Yeah, he was actually linking up
the shed. That's impossible.
You just keep learning lines, then you never need to learn tricks.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'd be happy for him to not learn tricks. It's so funny when we're at the shed. There's people riding and people doing like 3 whips and flips and that sort of stuff. He's just like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool and that sort of stuff. But then someone will just like blast real huge. He's like, oh, that's awesome. Like, yeah, that's good. I'd rather him ride like that anyway. I'm less likely to get busted up. So, I don't know. You get busted up quite often. But, it's, I don't know. I think it's imperative that we actually, like, on a weekend, go... I could even, like, there's...
Shout abuse at him until he rides.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Should get him into racing. And then live really vicariously through him, like some...
See the full soccer parent thing.
Full, just like, righto.
Yeah.
Live in Pakenham? Close enough to Pakenham. Got a soccer family, going to the BMX track, got to cheer my kids on. My kid's better than everybody.
Doesn't interest me. Like, even...
And then fight the dads if they beat your kid.
Yeah, exactly. Beat your kid if he doesn't win.
Yeah, exactly.
And then beat the kid's dad that beat him.
Yeah. Oh, so just bash everyone. No, it's...
Start drinking.
Yeah,
you're gonna need to start.
You're gonna need to be drunk.
I think I need a good, proper roaching beer gut if I'm gonna do that. Like, I need to actually like.
I need a kid so I can do this.
Yeah, exactly. You can have one of mine. I've got too many. Another month, we can have another one. I've got kids everywhere. You can have one.
Well, maybe I can. Do you reckon I can do like fight nights at Knox?
Yeah.
Knox. I'll just take Max down one of the nights during the week.
Max is a little animal. Give it a couple of years.
He better not win. So I sort of want him to come second.
Give it a couple of years. Put some straps around his hand. Put a knife in his hand. I reckon he'll beat most people.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's pretty tough, that kid.
He'll fit him down on the...
Yeah, exactly. See, there's at that place where you were just showing me on the map there. There's mountain bike downhill trails and that sort of stuff that never get used and never get ridden.
It's good to send him down.
It looks like there's water there too.
Yeah, it's good. Officer Scout Camp actually has trails and stuff like for mountain bikes. I honestly reckon no one would care if I reshaped them a bit and made them a bit smoother for the boys to go have a roll through there. I might take them up there this weekend. They can have fun.
This weekend, take the canoe.
Saturday might not be too bad.
Yeah.
It's sort of shaly, but...
You've lived in Melbourne for how many years?
Yeah.
And you trust the weather there?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Jane Bun is a snake-tongued liar.
Oh, I'll hit her. But I think that's the go. I think going up...
I just think what they should do, the weather segment on the news, we've been bullshitting long enough. What we need is to see the dartboard that spins.
Yeah.
And the blind guy throwing the darts at it. Yeah. And the winter one looks a little bit different to the summer one. There's more water on the winter one, but they're the same.
It'd be interesting to do that with the weather, like literally just at random, spin a thing and do that. Yeah. It's like...
just do it for a few, like maybe a week ahead. Just do it for a week ahead and then like just get maybe a graph. You can graph your results.
It would be pretty good. Because I'm a nerd, I would graph the results and do that.
Obviously.
Yeah, and it's like I was thinking the other day, one of the guys at work started talking about footy. I'm like, not interested. He said something about the crows beating the cats or something like that. And I said, a cat would beat a crow any day of the week.
Yeah.
And a bomber would beat that cat because it'd just blow it up. And I thought, I'd like to...
What about the Blues?
They get all depressed and just kill themselves instead. So.
Well, that's what happened to the kamikaze pilots.
What? No.
They got the Blues, the Bombers got the Blues. And...
Oh, Jesus. You're the worst.
Carry.
But I was thinking it'd be good to bet on it like literally.
What would be what do you reckon would be the ultimate team?
That's what they need to
of
do.
the
They
AFL?
need to have actual live mascots that are their emblem. And instead of watching football, let's watch
You
the,
just watch the mascots.
the Eagle versus the Docker. The Western Derby. that'd
The
be
doctor is just a guy pulling his foreskin over something.
Trying to pull his foreskin over the Eagles cockwalks.
and then, like Port Power, so I'm guessing that's a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Have them versus the plane.
Oh, jeez.
That'd be heaps better than footy.
Hold on, I gotta take a piss outside.
Well, I was going to say, on that bombshell, we should really finish up because I got to get inside. Because
Oh, really?
I got kids. That
Well,
need to go to
I'll
sleep.
hold it in then. I'll
Yeah.
cross my legs.
Just piss your pants.
Again.
Do the right thing.
Again.
Yes, again. Still,
Okay.
more.
Ball.
So I think I better do the right thing
Fill the
and go
shoes
in
in
and actually put the kidlets in bed. So, but no, this has been fun.
Did you have to do 2 quizzes?
I don't care about the quiz. Doesn't even worry me.
No. This is episode 71, if anyone wanted to know.
Oh, 71, yeah. Of Sad Party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're 29% away from
It's
the
fun.
time.
And we've had
which we-
Claw here, so we've got exactly 28 fingers here. It's perfect.
Clawpisode.
It's Clawpisode. It's the Clawpisode. Alright, this one's going to be called the Clawpisode. There we go. You're actually named. The episode's named after you.
Or we could do like the
Epiclaw.
Epic Claw.
or the Clawpisode Chronicles, episodes 1 and 2, maybe. Could do, 'cause we did have a bit of claw action last episode 70.
I don't
30,
know.
30 more to 100, if anyone wanted to know.
You're the worst.
Minus this one.
This one
29.
is like 29 more. 29's a prime number, and that's
47 off 114, 117.
that's very true.
Fuck, man. You just blew my mind.
This is like Mitch maths.
Hell yeah.
All right, yeah, good. All right, get out of my house.
Hey, give us that $50, Jeremy.
Nah.
Alright then.
Cheers.
What about Mitch's undies?
Nah, fucking don't worry about it.
Oh, you're gonna do?
I'll do it next time.
All right, yeah, cool.